Hi, I'm back after a very long time with no videos or update. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the board games, and okay, as you can see, most of these are miniatures that I just recently got. Briefly, I tried to update and fill out some of the gaps, but I've been missing a few months of videos and everything. Okay, so why don't we just jump right into it to see what has just recently received. So mainly in these boxes, you probably may not recognize the brand. Let me zoom in on one of the. So this is actually is from this franchise called the Wrath of Kings, which is actually more or less like a miniature based game. Surprisingly, you probably have not heard of it, but if you have, you also might be surprised that this is from Cool Mini or not. Yes, and they have pretty good miniatures. I am not actually really into the game, so despite all the stuff I bought here, I didn't actually bought the rulebook. I'm more into the miniatures. Maybe just use the miniatures for paint practice and stuff like that. So maybe we just talk about this this box which I'm holding here. It's called the Honor and Treasury. So this basically has two basic sets of armies which are available for you to play. Forgive me if I pronounce them wrongly, they are a bit challenging. So we have the wolf-like gory tusk and the marine-like Nasia. So let me zoom in a bit closer. Of course, the miniatures are not painted, they are not even assembled, so you have to have some real glue and real paint to get this working. Of course, I think the dice do come in this box, plus all the rule set for this too. So for a start, this box is kind of like good enough for 2 players. I gotten 2 of this because I think I might end up giving one of them away to a friend. Yep. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the. So the majority part of the first part of this video is likely going to be more on this franchise, which I think not many people have heard about. But the miniatures are pretty fantastic. As you can see, in this small box, we have the specialist box. So this is like one of the house in this game. It comes with 2 miniatures. So as you can see, this is like the unpainted one, and we have. So each box comes with different type of specialties of different characters you can use, pretty much like Warhammer, and they are pretty unique in the sense that they have a very distinct type of background with marine creatures, wolf-like. You see, you can both have a she wolf and guy's wolf, so they're called what, shield breakers. Actually, I think I like this house the most. They have a lot of nice miniatures, although the leg position might look a bit weird for the she-wolf, but well, I haven't actually assembled the miniatures yet, so probably it's a bit too early to say it. This looks like demon-like, pretty much close to the chaos kind of look in Warhammer 40k. We have more wolf. So if you're interested, always can check out the site to check to see Wrath of Kings. You will find out a lot more about they are still rolling out new miniatures and new faction, not new faction, new miniatures for each factions, and you can see more add-ons. So this is like a very marine hard rose house. Okay, so a lot a bit of tentacles, crabs. I know like the trident, fish-like stuff. This is another house, which is all like the beastmans and the. Okay, and yeah, and then I want to show you this actually. This like the seashell actually. So though the front doesn't really look like it, but here you can see quite distinctly. So this like. So those are like some of the add-ons, but if you're really into the hobby, you probably wouldn't start with some of these small boxes if you are into the game. They have conveniently have things like this. This is called the starter box. So in the starter box, it may look small, but actually there's a lot of miniatures in this. So this is what you get in this starter box. Roughly, if you count, like 6 to about 20 or so. Yeah, there's actually 12 dragon legions here. So 12 plus 8 is already 20. So it's like about 24 miniatures here. As you can see, this is how it could look like if you paint them very well. But I guess probably you might be a bit bored looking at miniatures, so I will just run through this, briefly showing you some of the different houses. And so mainly why am I getting a lot of this? I'm actually quite late into this hobby. So this is my favorite house, like I say, the Goritis. Mainly they are wolves and warlocks. And so I'm having this at a cheap sale somewhere in US. They are selling all the leftovers, and then I find that the miniatures are pretty good quality, so I got a lot of them. Maybe I bought too much of them. Yeah, but I think like some of these miniatures looks generic enough. I can probably even use it for other RPGs. So that was the reason why I got a whole actually not even one box. I got 2 boxes of this. So there's another box of the camera, as you can see here. Yep. So this, though, I'll talk about some of the board games I also bought from the same providers. You might know who I'm talking about. So look at this Shark Man. We have the hammer head. This is probably one of those with the soft tooth. Pretty interesting, right? Yep. Okay, as you can see, it came safely. Good bubble wraps and everything. Okay, I'll pack this later. I mean, let's not waste time on camera. Okay, so let's move this aside. I'll talk about so together with this box, I got a few games that came along with it. So one of the games that I actually bought is Brood. Brood is actually I think it's Kickstarted. I didn't manage to join into the Kickstarter for some reasons. Perhaps I thought the delivery charge was too high, or maybe I totally just missed it. But in any case, this is like the back of the game. Let me just run through, show you a closer look at it. As you can see, the boards, and then we have like fantastic animals cards. I mean, I'm very attracted, by the whole potion rolling and mystical and fantastic dice and everything. So it looks like it's a pretty interesting game. It's from Panasaurus. They make a lot of other good games, which I think you probably recognize. And well, I think I'm just totally sold by the cover itself already. And I don't know what was the reason, but I pre-ordered this and now it's here. Okay, so it's for 2 players at least, I believe, and it's about 40-60 minutes. Soon I'll crack this open, I hope. Then we talked about Bastion. This is a cooperative castle defense game, so it's like yeah, but it can be played solo. As you can see, 1 to 4 players, about an hour or less, from Z-Man Games. This is probably hard to find. I think I got it from Amazon, if I'm not wrong, or is it from the same provider? I can't remember. But basically, I'm quite interested because this is really like tower defense. When you have like different players trying to keep each part of the site in check. They have 4 beautifully crafted figurines, which like I say again, can be used for other generic RPGs because they look like the generic classes, like clerics, warriors, wizards, and the cards looks pretty good too. So this is actually distributed by Fantasy Flight Supply, which I'm not really sure, how much is the Z-Man involved in this, but well, it says Z-Man here, and I didn't know it has any affiliation with Fantasy Flight. Maybe it's just talking about the sleeve. Okay, but this is a pretty old game, pretty hard to find. I have quite a few games here that are pretty hard to find, which I'll go through again. Okay, so this is another one that's like pretty heavy, as you can see. Hands holding it. One hand, yes, but it's very heavy. It's from Ludo. Not, I don't know, is that the way to pronounce it? This is Space Gate Odyssey. I'm really pretty sold by the cover. So it's about some space traveling and managing. So it's like you have to build a space station, optimize settler routes and stuff like that. The game wise, it contains very unique kind of like tiles and cards. And I think like all this space stuff totally gets me, you know. And I thought I would just give this a try, you know. It's after all created by a French company. I enjoyed a lot of games made from France, which and translated, of course. I can't play it in French. Like Time Story is really good. So I was hoping that this will give some a different feel, you know, maybe something different from the typical games. While I wait for IS Vanguard, you know, maybe this might fill in some of the gaps. Okay, so I'll talk about two of the games I got. Let me just bring them out. Okay. Alright, so this Dragonfire is not part of it. I didn't get this recently. I got it a long time ago. Just happened to be here because I reached the campaign and I'm going for the Moon Share Storms. This is a very hard to get game, trust me. And with discontinued, the company Capitalist Games has lost the license to the Dungeons and Dragons, and okay, it's another story anyway, but they lost a lot of planned expansion, and I think everybody's pretty upset about it, I guess. Okay, so this is the very hard to get game. Mystic Market. So this is for 2 to 4 players. As you can see, there is this very special wood with the rolling ingredients or potions. It's actually part of the game. Okay, so so you see it's actually here, and then there's from high to low. You basically manipulate this, shifting them with various powers from a card, which they will also like this will shift how much they can sell in the market. Basically it's like some sort of marketing control, you know, and then trying to, you know, like buy low sell high kind of games. It's pretty interesting. It's from Think Fun, which I recently bought quite a lot of their games also. So the artworks is very good for this. I think I like the artworks a lot. Okay, so this is one of the very hard to find games which I managed to get. And this, I think most people probably might not even heard of this game. It's originally a PC game, Master Orion. There is actually a board game. Okay, so this is it. There is no expansion. I don't know why. I thought this game might be a lot better. It has the seal of excellence from the Dice Tower. Excellent, no, not just approval. Look at the artwork, and I mean, it will rival any of those artworks, even like from Star Realms and stuff like that. So I think this is probably a very good game. If not, the game is, you know, just pure for collection. Is really the good reason. Just for nostalgic purposes, and you know, I don't think the game is bad in any way. It just is a very old, but it's very hard to find game. So here we have, and I'm gonna like grab 2 more games which I recently get from Think Fun. So stuff are still in a bit in a mess because I'm like still so the 2 games I got in reverse order. We have this Escape the Room, the Cursed Dollhouse. Okay, so this looks real scary, right? Yeah, so actually inside there's a 3-story dollhouse inside. I probably wouldn't, even if it's open, it's actually open, I have to take a look at it, but I don't think I want to, like, you know, share to spoil any of fun. It's actually an escape room game where you try to, you know, solve all the puzzles and get out of this. So this is like the 3rd in the series, and it's the most difficult ones, and this is actually what you get inside. Look at it. So the playtime is about 2 to 3 hours. I have finished the first one, which is the Stargazer Manor. It's quite interesting. So this is actually a bit more a bit more costly due to the build, you know, and all the stuff. And this is from Think Fun. Okay. So this is the second one in the series, the Escape the Room, Secret of Dr. Gravesly Retreat. I have not much idea what it is. This game is still sealed. It's probably the next one I'm going to play. As you can see, it comes with something similar to the first part, with a decoding wheel, 5 envelopes and stuff like that. And what's really good about this game I want to comment is that if you know Exit series, it's not that I don't like Exit series, but it seems like the creators are putting in so much effort to destroy the game so that you cannot replay them or sell them or give it to somebody, whatever. But this series actually does it very well by giving you even a repack kit, or where you can print out some of the stuff, or simply instructions for you to like put this back so that other people can enjoy it and you can reuse this many times. I mean, this is not just about cost, but it's kind of like there's a lot of environmental consideration taken into when designing games like this, so that they can be reused and people can actually enjoy it more. I'm gonna just like pick one more game because I think I can't manage. Oh wait, this is a very heavy one. Yes, this is a very heavy one. Okay, so this has some people has been talking about this on Board Game Geek. I think you know. So this is by the creator of Exit. I think so. The Rise of Queensdale. This is a legacy game. Okay, so legacy game means you get to destroy stuff in the game, and basically they are, look at the map, they are actually places where you need to like pop up using a special I think, is it this? No, I can't really see, but there'll be stuff you need to pop up. There'll be stickers you need to put over the various portion to cover out the map. There are custom dice. I don't know if you can tell the custom dice here, and you put sticker on the dice which is increase power, giving you different advantages and disadvantages. So it's a very heavy game. You get to play I think about 6 or 7 sessions with the same group of players. Okay, there's no more on the side. And from my understanding is that after that you can play infinitely, but the game has been drastically modified. It could actually be unbalanced after that. So unfortunate to say that you probably can't plan to like give this to someone else after this. But I'm just gonna like make do with whatever I can. I might try to circumvent some of the legacy component of it, like getting reusable dice where I can actually like put in markers on myself. But I shall see. I haven't really opened this up yet. I heard that there are some part of boards you need to put sticker on as well. So let's see how this goes. But for the price I got this, which actually a lot lower than a lot of people expected, I think it's quite okay, even if I can't get to play this more than once. It's just that the problem with all the COVID-19 and everything is it's like if you're going to play with 3 players, it has to always be that 3 players, and that might actually be a problem. Okay, but one more thing before I go off with this is that this game has a very good balancing mechanism. So imagine if I won the first round, then you might think that I get some advantage, and the second round I'll probably start off better, which actually is true. I might start off better, but there's a balancing mechanism in the sense that the victory points required for the winner of the previous round is increased. Like for example, maybe it's 20 and the rest of the player need 10, and it goes on like that. If you win the second time with extremely good dice roll and everything, you'll be increased to 30, and people are still at 10. So it gets balanced this way. So in that sense, the game doesn't it doesn't make the subsequent games boring or not fun for people who has not managed to win. So I would suspect that this game you will have like swinging winners, like A win, B win, A win, B win, C win, and things like that, so that so that you actually get a lot of runs for it, rather than having A win all the way. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I guess this is probably what I'm looking forward to for this game. And despite that, it's actually from Ravensburger, which actually I think they're quite famous for games that are not expensive and damn worth of money. But this is expensive. This is really expensive, trust me. not the price I paid for, but you know, otherwise if you have not gotten this deal, you have been really expensive. Okay, so thanks for watching. These are like some of the stuff I got recently in my latest shipment. I'll talk about other stuff, you know, when I got time. And I mean, maybe just a little bit of preview of, you know, what I'm currently playing. It's very nostalgic old games, you know, like Castle Ravenloft, Dungeons and Dragons. Dragonfire, as you can see, is just now is already there. It has all the stuff for also Dungeons and Dragons, I guess. And you know, if you recognize the play map, I'm actually still playing Tainted Grail, going on the third campaign. I guess I will actually finish this pretty soon. Yep, and I'm really enjoying it a lot. I'll talk a little bit about the game, how I packed it, and all stuff like that. Okay, so anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.